Sup, heathens? I'm Happy Viking, and I'm here to make you awesome, one frothy pint of metal at a time. So drink up. Heavy metal is a steel castle stocked with jetpacks and emergency back bacon, and it's built upon a foundation of passion, energy, and over-the-top theatricality. So naturally it lends itself well to good-humored gimmickry. And I mean, who doesn't like gimmicks? Communism, that's who. Gimmicks are fun, and, when used earnestly, it skips beyond mere novelty and becomes charming, unique, and compelling. Unlike the monotonous cookie-cutter dreck churned out by my mortal enemy pop music, heavy metal is a veritable playground of creativity and tongue-in-cheek motifs. For example, Iron Savior is a sci-fi themed band with a good chunk of songs revolving around the story of the eponymous Atlantean starship. Steel Panther is a band that parodies the madness and decadence of the 80s glam metal scene. And Fintroll is, well, it's about trolls. And then we have Alestorm. What's Alestorm, you ask? Good question. Hey, Alestorm, what are you? Alestorm is a Scottish power metal band. They make songs about pirates. And that was the sound of your erection hitting the underside of your desk. I mean, come on, do I really need to say anything else? You should be sold on this already. They're pirates, and they sing about mead and wenches, with their gravelly pirate voices and killer pirate solos. What more do you want? Dancing bears and shark rides? Alestorm! Their name alone implies raining booze. That'd convince anyone I know of the fun to be had listening to their bawdy ballads about babes and brews. Why are you still listening to my nonsense? Go, go! Okay, I'll tell you more about them, you spoiled, fussy fuss buckets. You kids are so tough to please nowadays. Okay, here's the rundown. They are from Perth, Scotland, they have 2 albums, and they formed in 2004 under the name Battleheart. Battleheart? That's one of the most unoriginal metal names I've ever heard. It says nothing, and it's so unimaginative. That's like naming your band Fight Wolf, or Night Quest, or Dragon Force. Wait. Thankfully, once they got signed to Napalm, they changed their name to the more suitably awesome Alestorm, to avoid being mistaken for the similarly named Battlelore. Which is a good plan, because when your preferred lyrical theme is broadsides and booty plundering, you really don't want to be mixed up with a band that sings about Middle-earth. I first stumbled upon these Scottish C-rating rockers by chance when I was doing my daily trawl through YouTube, looking for videos of teenagers getting hit in the dick. Ha ha ha. After randomly clicking through the suggested viewing a couple hundred times like a nerd with no life, I came across a video for a song of theirs called Leviathan, so I clicked on it. I was not prepared. I just had an eargasm. So yeah, it was pretty much the most epic shit of all time. So pumped up was I with the riveting electric tale of the Leviathan that I donned a pirate hat, kicked my way into a nearby pub, and ran out with a keg of rum under one arm and a random girl under the other. It was a good day. I chose a good song to get initiated to the Alestorm crew, because they have many other songs of similarly bombastic awesomeness.
Over the seas we shall ride, searching for treasure into the night. A black spot in my hand. Up from the bowels of hell he sailed, wielding a tankard of freshly brewed ale.
Wait, what was that?
Up from the bowels of hell he sailed, wielding a tankard of freshly brewed ale.
A guy called the Huntmaster fought his way out of hell by clonking demons on the head with a pint. I know, same thing happened to me too. The game is over. Every other pirate officially looks like a bitch in comparison to the Huntmaster. You can't top that. Escaping hell armed only with alcohol is the summit of this mountain of nautical madness. Alestorm makes Barbarossa look like Barbara Walters, Henry Morgan looks like Tracy Morgan, and Jack Sparrow looks like Will Turner. Hell, Jack should have done that in Dead Man's Chest. Instead of weaseling out of Davy Jones' deal like a punk, Jack should have just grabbed a jug of rum and bitch-slapped his squiddy ass back to the Flying Dutchman. Then we wouldn't have had to suffer through At World's End. Freshly brewed ale. As you guys might have guessed, these guys like to drink. A lot. I'm pretty sure they're tanked half the time they're doing anything. Observe how Danny right here does an interview with a bottle of Jack close at hand, in case the grim phantom of lucidity rears its ugly head. They drink so much that they piss grouse. A couple of their songs are about drinking, surprisingly enough. Like that famous Old Spice, Nancy the Tavern Wench, Wenches and Mead. Even their songs that aren't about drinking are about drinking. The Huntmaster, for instance. Huntmaster is the English translation of Jägermeister. Captain Morgan's Revenge, anyone? It's the name of their first album. Yeah, suffice to say, it's pretty obvious that they are dedicated connoisseurs of the carafe.
P is for pirate, that's good enough for me. P is for pirate, that's good enough for me. Pirate, 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 that's with me.
Perhaps a little too dedicated. Nevertheless, they drink, they rock, and they party hard. They appropriately embody all the hallmarks of the traditional buccaneer. They be representing OGs of the seas. But I'm sure that's only one side of their music. It can't all be blood, booze, and glamour. No magician can make their bread and butter with a single trick, after all. Unless they're level 6 and bought conjure food, but that's beside the point. The point is, surely there's more to Alestorm than just tales of generalized pirate brutality. Perhaps a ditty detailing the life story of historical privateers like Anne Bonny or Black Bart.
I hold my breath, close my eyes and hang on for death before the mast.
No, that's still average pirate stuff. How about more grand, inflated epics about unstoppable forces of nature like you did with the Huntmaster? Maybe a song about voodoo, maybe? Are you even trying? This is where Alestorm starts to bug me. They have a rich gimmick, a theme chock full of riveting history, infamous figures, and interesting mythology, and most of their songs are about generic pirate adventures. With the odd exception like Huntmaster or Leviathan, they're simply not using their theme in an especially creative way. This causes a lot of their songs to run together and feel like filler, and it really bogs down on their awesome sound when all you can think of is how much this pirate song sounds like the last 3 pirate songs. But maybe I'm just being a negative Nelly and looking way too hard into the lyrical content like some sort of angsty music nerd. Maybe their new music video for Keelhauled will put me in better spirits. Scene 1. Enter fog-shrouded galleon accompanied by dope-ass guitar riff. Cut to... yeah. Creepy, half-dead captain of the damned. Nah, I'm joking. That's actually Christopher Bowes, the hammy pirate-voiced singer slash songwriter slash guitarist slash wacky drunk guy, as you can naturally deduce from this unrelated clip of him drunkenly shambling out of a children's ball pit. But also, he kinda creeps me out in this video. Look at him. Scraggly hair, dirty face, thin and lanky. He's like Helena Bonham Carter, only without the spooky hotness. So what happens here is pretty straightforward. Danny jacks some of Chris's sick bling and robs him of his ducats while he catches some Z's. Chris finds him out and, being the no-nonsense son of a bitch that he is, has the thieving bastard thrown overboard and dragged through a gauntlet of grisly barnacle hell. Well, I can't argue with that sort of storytelling. There's not all that much to this video, it's just a guy getting keel-hauled. Maybe it's just me, but it just feels kinda lazy. But it's still not too bad, and I like the song alright. It's pretty solid.
Make that bastard walk the plank with a bottle of rum and a yo-ho-ho.
What? Did he just say with a bottle of rum and a yo-ho-ho? That's just silly. That doesn't fit at all. What does that have to do with keel hauling? I know Alestorm is far from being a serious band, but come on. Yo-ho-ho and a bottle of rum. That's just where my brain turns off. Once again, I feel Alestorm is wasting its own potential. The song is okay, but it still feels like the same sort of generic piratey filler I was complaining about earlier, and I have no idea why they chose to make a music video out of it. They have far better songs than this. I'll be honest, I would pay big money to have these guys make a fucking Leviathan video. That would have been epic. Imagine, if you will, the slim, grim, and gangly Christopher Bowes atop the splintered remains of a sunken ironclad, locked in single combat with the monstrous 300-mile-long seaborne titan, armed only with his wits, a keytar, and a bottle of spiced rum. Dude, again? Okay, I'm gonna wrap this up. Alestorm is, for all of its faults, still pretty frickin' sweet. I know I ragged on them a lot for their lack of creativity in the application of their chosen gimmick, but when they kick ass, they kick serious ass. They have a wicked sound, and it is pretty much guaranteed that it will get anybody in the mood for serious mayhem. And the aforementioned creativity problem is easily remedied with a little more concentrated effort. I looked at the song titles they already have penned for their next album, and I'm already feeling optimistic. You know, there's still some simple sounding stuff like Rum or Shipwrecked or Swashbuckled, but I'm honestly really curious about some of these songs based simply on their names like Buckfast Power Smash, Rumple Combo, Death Throes of the Terror Squid, and Midget Saw. It sounds far more inventive than all the other albums, and hell, I know I'm gonna buy it simply so I can tell my friends, hey, listen to Midget Saw. It's worth buying on Midget Saw merit alone. So yeah, Alestorm, if you want some monstrously epic tunes about pirates drinking, looting, and shooting each other in the dick, check them out. I'm Happy Viking, and you've just been given your recommended dosage of heavy metal. So, what am I doing next time, computer screen? What next? What band can you possibly have in store for me?